Greetings, viewers! Night here, bringing you another Foxy one-shot. Today, we're responding to someone named Kothorix. And yes, I know he's changed his channel name to Kothism, but screw it, I finally learned how to pronounce his name. He's a commentator and ex-member of the furry fandom who, well, he's known for discussing some rather controversial topics. In 2017, his video In Defense of Pedophiles was commentated on by The Blind Guardian and FNGR. The same video was commentated on earlier this year by Xro, but that's not the video I'm focusing on. No, the video I'm responding today is his video, Why We Should Bring Back Child Labor. As you can expect, it got a lot of attention on Twitter for all the wrong reasons. It wasn't until the other morning, when reading some tweets from the Bonbon in the Suit, that I decided to hit the video myself. And the reason for that is because what you're about to hear is monumentally stupid.
Now, there has been some concern over the safety of the children. Back in the Industrial Revolution, there was an issue where kids were often hired to clean or repair large machines because they were the only people small enough to fit inside them. This led to numerous kids getting mauled by the machines. It wasn't entirely uncommon for them to lose limbs. This is a legitimate concern because on top of just working in factories, kids are useful for cleaning out ventilation shafts and things of that nature. And it's understandable that there are some safety concerns. But technology has advanced quite a bit since then, at least in the US. Robotic prosthetics are becoming more and more advanced as well as affordable. It won't be long until robotic prosthetics are seen as better than the limbs you were born with. In the near future, it won't be uncommon to see people having limbs removed purposefully in order to benefit from the advantages robotic prosthetics can give. I think it's fairly safe to say that kids love robot limbs. Full Metal Alchemist, for example, is one of the top-rated anime of all time, and one of the main quirks from that universe that people like is the automail. Ask any kid if he would like to have an automail arm, and I'm sure he would tell you yes. It just seems like common sense to me.
A lot to unpack there. First off, I can see why people wouldn't want kids as young as 5 or 8 working around heavy machinery that could easily rip off one of their limbs. Speaking as an uncle, I wouldn't want my 6-year-old nephews or my 2-year-old niece crawling around in a ventilation shaft where they could easily get pulled into the blaze and cut to pieces. Secondly, could you list off the affordability of these prosthetics? I mean, the way you're talking, you make it sound like they'll be cheap as candy. There's also the fact that anyone who would have to be fitted for an automated limb would have to go through quite a bit of surgery, and I doubt that that would be cheap. Plus, if the prosthetic leg or arm isn't hooked up properly, it will likely cause some discomfort for the user or not even work. Lastly, do you understand kids at all? Yeah, kids will think having a robotic arm or leg is cool, but I doubt any of them would want to actually lose an arm or leg. You do understand the amount of horror and pain a kid would go through from having a limb ripped off by machinery, right? They wouldn't be thinking, sweet, now I can be like Edward Elric. No, they would be thinking, it hurts, I'm bleeding so much, mommy, daddy, please make it stop. Believe it or not, kids don't like being in pain to any extent. This isn't a cartoon where you can just pull off a body part and put it back on like nothing happened. You're talking about someone who would need immediate medical attention to make sure that they wouldn't bleed out and die. I seriously don't know what was going through your head when you made this argument, and thought it was an okay one to go with. Anyways, I am Night saying thanks for watching, and please share your thoughts with me.